is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
On first down, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete. And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. He's got this to the rookie from ASU, Brandon Ayuk. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. First reception for him, and remember, he leads the NFL in that category here this first month. Also has a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go, here we go. Check 99, check 99.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
One, Omaha.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
On the sneak is Garoppolo. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Second and goal.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Garoppolo, quarterback sneak. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
54, check, check, 54.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wentz. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be taken down at the 26.
Wentz's pass.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Running the counter with Mostert.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
The score, Niners 14.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st down, Eagles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 11. Wentz going to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
42 yards on the play. And an Eagle first down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Philadelphia.
They'll run with Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a second score.
Second and 9. Now Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 34-yard line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
By the Eagles.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And this is caught by Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15.
Philadelphia.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Sanders,
tackled by Emmanuel Mosley.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second and 5 now. Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
2nd and goal at the 49ers' 6-yard line.
Wentz now to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have moved out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Jordan Reed has it. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Barbados with the hustle pockets, distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I can say that.
I'm here all day. Mike.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
The 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. And it's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
To the 49-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
from just shy of midfield. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
Garoppolo on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jordan Reed as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
That good for 22 and a first down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch for the Eagles' leading receiver from a year ago. It's a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The Eagle ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
54's mark. Check. Block 54. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 mark. Here we go. Mark. 54. Mike 54.
From the 44, Wentz. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Throw right side, got to be taken in by Ayuk. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
At the 32-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
He's definitely one of the best defensive tackles in the game. He's been a Pro Bowler the last 5 years running. When you run against Fletcher Cox, good luck.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Good. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Now here's Samuel on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. To throw is Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Garoppolo sacked.
Davion Taylor able to record his 5th sack of the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. There's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Darius Slay.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
21. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. Just
just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Now, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. Touchdown, 49ers! Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now Gold for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Niners 28, Eagles 21.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Sanders.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And this is 3rd down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
21.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 8. First down, Philadelphia.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
56 for Mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Here's Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Ray Greenlaw.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Running right, here's Sanders. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run here with Jason Huntley. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Check 59, Mike is good. Mark.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Come on, let's go. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I'm going to run you off.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
47-yard line. Brings up second down.
On second down, Mostert. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Third and 3.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Garoppolo looks to throw. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 21.
Garoppolo now. Yeah, that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Working from the gun, Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Brought him down. A gain of 22 yards.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's go.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Wentz now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, it's Sanders. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And it's up and good.
Will tie the game 28-all. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
At the 50-yard line.
Check 12. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey. Mike, check.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go. To throw is Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Garoppolo to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. One final try now for Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
49ers.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Philadelphia, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they will be at home next week to